Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me for another Transformers review. Today we're going to be taking a look at TransArt's BWM-04 Black Agent, and this is their version of Ravage from Beast Wars. And spoiler alert, this thing is awesome. It's brilliant, love it. I said that about their Cheetor figure as well, and this is basically a remold of that figure using some of the same parts, but it looks fantastic. So before we get into the figure itself, let's have a look at the box. And as usual, TransArt have got some lovely artwork going on in the front there. It seems a shame to pop this box in a loft really, because that's really nice. If I had room to display it, I would have that out behind my figure because that artwork is gorgeous. And you've got the Black Agent part here done in a gold foil effect. It's really nice, looks great, love their boxes. So not really very much on this side, and we've got his ship on this side, which again is a really nice piece of artwork. And as I said in the unboxing video, it's taken me this long to realise that this is Laserbeak. It just didn't dawn on me before, but yeah, I mean quite clearly now we can see that it's Laserbeak. If it's not and I've made a huge mistake, then do let me know, but to me it's a big black bird that's hanging around with Ravage, so yeah, pretty sure that's going to be Laserbeak. So yeah, anyway, more nice artwork. Not very much on this side. There's this on the top, and there's just some warnings and QR codes on the bottom. So yeah, as always, really nice box from TransArt. So let me get the figure out and we'll take a closer look. Right, so here we've got Black Agent out of his box, and I love this thing. This is amazing. I can't get over how good TransArt's figures are for the price we pay for them. They are just fantastic figures. I love them. They're doing a magnificent job. Right, so before we look at the figure itself, let's have a look at what it comes with. So you don't get instructions with TransArt's figures, but you do get, with this one, you get a really nice little collector's card with some gorgeous artwork on there. I like that a lot. That looks amazing. And on the back you've got some tech specs. So yeah, intelligence 10 too, right? So yeah, you get that. Lovely, very nice. And these are like credit cards as well. These are beautiful cards, lovely to keep. You do also get this one for Strange Friend, and if you've seen my Transmutate video, you will have seen that I did take a look at this card in that video. So yes, if you have Strange Friend and you are intending to get this Black Agent figure, then you will get this card. So that's nice. I appreciate that they've done that. I always like these cards. Right, well, he comes with quite a lot of accessories as well. He comes with 2 open hands as standard, but he does also have these 2 gripping hands for his weapons. Now, none of these hands are articulated. They are just in that particular pose. They are of a softer plastic though, so you can see there, get the guns into. So he comes with those. He comes with 2 hands, sort of a fisted, that's wrong. He comes with 2 fists, I should say. So you can have those. He comes with a pair of weapons. These are really nice. And you know how I said that Laserbeak was on the box? Well, apparently he's also on the gun, because that is clearly a bird. Let me put one of them down, take a better look. That's a beak with a massive gun coming out of it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. So you get a pair of those. You get 2 front paws for if you decide to put him in the Panther mode, and these are die cast, so yeah, they just plug in. There's a little bit of articulation on them, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So yeah, you have those. You have these two pieces which work in combination with each other. This is a rubber tail piece, and as you can see, you can pose it, so it's got that bit of wire in it. And in order to use this, you need this, and these two pieces just plug together like so, and then this piece here will plug into his bum. So yeah, it gets a nice little tail. And last but by no means least, you get this teeny tiny little cassette, which is cute. Yeah, I mean, if you've seen the episode, or the 3 episodes I should say, you'll know that at one point he does yell Decepticons forever, and he turns into a cassette. So yes, they give you a teeny wee little cassette, which I think is fantastic. Love it. Now with this, you are supposed to be able to store it in the back here. These are supposed to open, but I cannot for the life of me get them open, and as you can see, I've got some quite long nails going on at the minute, and I can't get under there. I'm going to have to try and get something soft under there and pry them open, because they are meant to come open, but they don't. So yeah, so those are all his accessories, and yeah, I mean, like I say, it comes with a lot, so it's pretty good. Right, let's have a look at the figure. And I adore this. I think it's gorgeous. I mean, you can see that the high sheen on this figure alone is just amazing. The glossy black is incredibly glossy. It's almost like car paint. It's so good. So right, let's get him close on his face. You can see there he's got those deep red Decepticon eyes, and they just pick up the light. So no matter which way you pose him, it looks like he's watching you, because you can see that light just follows. It's gorgeous. And he is properly cartoon accurate. That head is spot on, Beast Wars. Spot on. You can see from there. I never really understood this thing at the back. Kind of makes him look Egyptian. So never really understood why that was there. So then that high gloss finish just carries on all down the body. And then you've got some silver on the arms, on the upper arms anyway, and more black on the lower arms, and then it's silver and black for the legs. And as with the Cheetor figure, the lower legs are die cast. So yeah, it's just a high quality figure. It really is, for the price you pay for it. I saw somebody on Show Z, this is where I got this from, I saw somebody in their comment section saying that this is a rubbish figure for over $100. Well, firstly, it wasn't over $100. I pre-ordered it and it was like 68 or something, so it was about 40 quid. So I don't know what that dude's talking about, but this figure, no, not over $100. Secondly, even if it were, this is still a high quality figure. You know, I think honestly, even if it were over $100, I can't speak, over $100, I would still be, I mean, I'd be less happy to pay that, but I'd still pay it because the figure is amazing. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm just saying that he wasn't over $100, he was 60 something, so yeah. So let's have a look at the articulation. Now you can move this, sorry about this light going in and out here, it's I need to get a better setup with lights. So this headpiece here, you can move that, so you can move the head all of the way up like so, and you get side to side and rotation, and he can look down quite a fair bit. His mouth opens and you can see in there he's got some pretty sharp little teeth going on. So yeah, and they are quite sharp. I mean, they're not like needles, but they're getting there. So he's got some good articulation there in his head. Now these shoulder pads can move up. You have to be careful when rotating the arms because he does have this chest piece here. Oh, apologies. He does have this chest piece here that sticks out a bit, but you can rotate the arms. And they will go all the way around, and then we go up and down. There is bicep rotation. You get over 90 degrees at the elbow. The wrists rotate, but that's mainly because you can just pop the hands in and out like so. He has a ball joint in his midsection, so you can get all of this going on. And then he also has a waist swivel. Legs can go out to the front and to the rear. Go out to the sides quite a fair way. And his knees will do 90 degrees there, and obviously you've got this secondary joint here. Feet will rotate here, and they will also go up and down. So yes, he's got a lot of articulation in him. I appreciate that ball joint in the middle. It does mean you can move him over a little bit. I mean, it's not a huge ab crunch, but if you take it into consideration with the bend at the knees, you can get him looking down, so that's quite good. And then, as I said, you should be able to open these, but I can't get them open. I don't know why. They just seem to be stuck on my one. And there's nowhere to get your thumb under. It's not like a corner bit or anything. Oh, hold on a minute. Are we getting there? Nah. I thought I'd moved it, but I've not. No. So yeah, overall posability, excellent. Excellent, really like it. Oh, I forgot to mention there's also this swivel here. So yeah, wonderful. Now before we play around with the accessories, I'm going to do a quick comparison. So here we are with this figure, just with the camera again. And then here is the figure that this was based on, and this is their Cheetor. When I pre-ordered this, I thought, oh, that's just going to be a remold of this figure. Very much like the original figure, and I have that original figure. I'll bring it in a minute. But no, I went over it. The only things that are the same are the legs. Everything else is different. They don't share anything from the crotch piece upwards. Nothing. Except perhaps the feet. Yeah, they share the feet. They share the front paws. But that's it. That's all they share. So those are the two of them together, and I think they look marvellous together. What do you think? I think those are great. Absolutely gorgeous. I still love this figure. This is one of my favourite figures in my collection. Can't get enough of it. Love it so much. So speaking of the original figure, yes, I do have one. I was lucky enough to find this. I can't remember if I got it on Mandarake or if I got it on Jungle, but I got it on one of the Japanese websites for a ridiculously cheap price. So I was lucky enough to get hold of one of these, and they are like hen's teeth. So yeah, so that's the original version, and this is of course based on the Cheetor, the Transmetal's Cheetor figure, so he does have the backpack, which is the same. Yeah, I mean, I love this figure, don't get me wrong. I was delighted to be able to get one, but this is so much better, really. I mean, it's cartoon accurate, so what can you say? It's cartoon accurate. It's a brilliant figure, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, there's just a quick look at those two. If you want me to do a review of this guy, do let me know. I mean, I know it's it's old now and it's like hen's teeth, but if anybody wants to see it, let me know. I'll happily do one. So right, let's have a look at some of these accessories that you get with him. Alright, first let's give him his tail. So you've already done this, you've already put these pieces together. So we're just going to put this in there, like so. And that will still rotate, so if you want to get the tail sort of posed around his leg or something, you know, you can absolutely do that. You can pose that. What should we give him? Should we give him a weapon and a clenched fist? Yeah, let's do that. So let's give him a clenched right fist, and we'll give him the weapon in his left hand. I'm going to put the weapon in first. Let's see if we can get this in focus. Would be good. So that's just going to go in there, and then these fingers are all going to wrap around this, hopefully. Yep, there we go. You can see the trigger finger is more or less on the trigger. Let's put that up slightly. Yeah, I think that's as good as it's getting, but you know, that works. And then we'll just put that in there. And there's no worries about those fists coming out easily. They're in there very snug. So, come on, stand. So there, yeah. It looks good with his weapon, yes? I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. Right. So let's take those off for the moment. I'll leave his tail on because we don't need to take that off. And let's put his paws on. Which way do these go? Is there a special way? No, I think they're both the same. They look both the same. They look symmetrical. So let's put that one on there. I mean, you could, if you wanted, I guess, just leave those paws on. That one's there. Yeah, so there you go. He's got his paws on. So, yeah. Alright, let's do the transformation. So, he's a Beast Wars figure, which basically means you're just going to fold him over. There's no real difficulty in this transformation. Basically, all you're going to do is just lift that up, move the head back like so. You're going to move these feet forwards, and then you're just going to move these legs forwards, and then you want to move them so you get that sort of cat-like stance. You can do that however you like then. There is a little bit of restriction in the arms, but let's be honest here, you're not buying this figure for this mode. At least I wasn't. I was buying the figure for the Ravage mode. So there you go. There's that. Which, excuse my wobbly camera work. It looks alright. It's not the best. It's not the best cat I've ever seen, especially with his tail up like that. There is no other way to plug the tail in, as far as I can tell. That's pretty much just like that. Which, I mean, it looks fine in its robot mode, but in this beast mode, it doesn't look so good. Now, with the first Cheetor figure, or I shouldn't say the first, because barely share any engineering. With the Cheetor figure, there was a bit in this section that you pulled, but it isn't here in this figure. So alright, let's have a look at this. And it's basically the same figure, just folded over. And this bit looks weird. I know it's cartoon accurate, and I'm happy for the cartoon accuracy, but it does look weird in this mode. I don't know why you had it in the first place, to be honest. But yeah, you're not really getting anything else. It's the same figure, just bent over. But yeah, you know, it's fine. It's fine for a beast mode. It's fine. It's fine for a beast mode he's never going to see again. Is basically what I'm saying. There's almost, the chances of me putting him in this mode again are less than 0. So yeah, you still get all the same movement and what have you. But yeah, all right. So let's just have a comparison with the other figures I have here. So here he is with the Cheetor figure, and as you can see in this mode, almost nothing is the same. Yeah, let me do it this way. You can see the legs are the same, and then everything else is different. Even this midsection here, which I wasn't too keen on this one because it keeps wanting to pop out, but you can see there's practically nothing there that's the same. I'm trying to get this one stood up a little bit more. Trouble getting his arms in the right position and his front feet. That's the only issue here for me, is that this beast mode doesn't really hold up. But like I said, I'm not going to really do it. It's not going to be displayed like this. So yeah, like I say, legs, pretty much the only things that's shared between these two figures, and the front paws. So yeah, so that's that, and here's the original one, which I still love, but his arms do tend to hang out just underneath the beast mode. But yeah, so there you go. Get an idea there of the two of those. Actually, while I've got this here, I know this is the Ravage version, but this is based on the Cheetor, Transmetal Cheetor mould. Can I just address something for the people saying, oh, these are just upscaled knockoffs of the Transmetal fig? No, they're not. They're not. They're not even close. Let me just let me bring this out of the way a minute. So let's pop his tail off because it's getting in the way. This is the same. This is effectively the same mould as the original Transmetal's Cheetor. It's completely different. It's completely different. The moulding is different. The engineering is different. Yes, I will say that the engineering for the legs is very similar, but at the end of the day, there's not much you can do with that. You can't really change that up much. So yeah, no, these are not oversized knockoffs. They're not even close to oversized knockoffs. They're too good. So I just wanted to get that off my chest because I read that as well. And I was like, oh, I think it was the same commenter actually. I'm like, no, they're not. And if you held one in your hands, you would know that. So let's put him back into his regular standing up mode, because that's the one we're getting it for. There we go. I'll leave those front paws on just for a minute. So yes, I love this figure. I think this figure is fantastic. I would highly recommend this figure if you like Beast Wars, and the agenda is by far one of the best 3-part, is it? I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 parts now. I watched it not that long ago as well. Oh, let's take that off. Yeah, it's by far one of the best series of episodes in the in the whole of the Beast Wars franchise. It's amazing. So yeah, for anybody who likes that, then this, I would say, you have to consider getting in your collection, because it's spot on. I can't say anything else other than it is perfect. Well, it's about as perfect as you can get a Beast Wars figure to be. He's stunning, absolutely stunning, absolutely worth the 40-ish quid I paid for him. So yeah, next one please, TransArt's. Whatever you're gonna do, I'll buy it, because I love your stuff. So yeah. Right, so that's about it for this one, guys. Absolutely 100% fully recommend this figure. Go out, get it now, just before it sells out. Definitely worth the asking price. Right, so that's it. Thanks for joining me again. I'll see you in the next one. Do take care of yourselves, and bye for now.